Okay, hello, good evening, sir. I just want to show you a little of the app and how it works. Okay, let me just log out and then I will start from the beginning where the user will input the username, his or her shift, and then you can start your work. Okay, so just enter this user and log in. All right. So now we have from reception up to billing, reception, billing, restaurant, bar, just like that, up to logout. Now this is just the demo, but in the actual sense, every user is restricted to his or her own department. So we have the reception. This is a sample of the reception. It's a demo. It shows you the occupied rooms. It shows you the vacant rooms. You can see the analysis at the top. Occupied rooms 4, vacant rooms 11, and then green is vacant. Uh, Blue is corporate, that's group guests and organizations, while purple is individual. Those are checked in on their own. And then you have staff in pink and then complementary in yellow. So these are all checked in rooms. Here you can extend stay, you can do room change, and then this is the registration details of who is in this room. And it cannot be edited again, you cannot change anything there, you can only look at it. Alright. Meanwhile, if you click the green room, you can check in the guests. This is the registration form. So here you choose the guest status. Let me choose an individual guest, and then you can see that the corporate listing is not there. But if we choose the corporate or group guest, then we can have a listing of all the groups. So I want to check in an individual guest, and then you see the room rate is 20,000. So in case we're giving any discount, it's usually given from here. These are just the normal procedures. So let's say we give a 10% discount. You see the rate is 18,000. Now there's VAT, there's tourism levy, there's service charge, which is already inclusive in the 18,000. So all we need to do is go ahead. Where is the guest coming from? Let's say it's coming from Enugu. And then the next destination is, let's say, Port Harcourt. Today is the arrival date, and then the departure date, let's say just tonight. And then are we going to enable posting into this room? As from restaurant and bar, let's say yes. Okay, so now you see at this point it gives us the hotel's income. The total rate here is 18,000, which you can see here. The hotel's income is 13,050 naira. Why? Because there's a VAT which is already preset 7.5%. There's a tourism deduction 10%. There's a service charge if applicable to your hotel 10%. Now all these rates can be changed from the settings. So if we deduct all these rates, because the VAT goes to the government, tourism levy goes to the state, and then the service charge goes to your staff. So what is left for you, the owner, is 13,050 naira. So it does its own calculations. So now what is the guest name? What's the title? Let's say Mr. Surname. Let's say Anobi. That's my surname. First name Victor. And then date of birth is the 22nd. Month of birth May. Okay, what's my phone number? 08035905542. What's my email? It says zarvich@gmail.com. Okay. Excuse me. And the The gender, male. Nationality, Nigerian. Now, address, we'll put, let's say, Abuja. And occupation, let's say, developer. Okay. And what's the purpose of visits? All these ones can just put maybe business, yeah, business. Okay. So now, if there is a next of kin, you can go ahead to provide the next of kin names just in case there's need to contact next of kin. Apart from that, we check in the guest. So it tells us check-in completed. Now, this is our room here, Victor. Alright, so now apart from the basic check-in checkouts, you can make a reservation at the reception. Now, if you're making a reservation, you can see this automatically replaces the hotel calendar. Okay, so all you need to do is just put the name of the guest you are expecting, surname, let's say Andrew, and then what's the phone number? It can be the person's number, it can be the contact person's number. Then now here we have vacant rooms, we have occupied rooms. So you can know this person wants a particular room. If the person is taking 104 is vacant, it means we have to provide the arrival date and we have to provide the departure date. But if the person is taking an occupied room, let's say 101 is occupied. Now the nearest checkout date, let's see which room is, yeah, let me see which room we just checked into now. That's 103. Okay, so let me make a reservation for this person. With this phone number, and this person is taking 103, which is already occupied. You can see the closest available date is 28. So it calculates from when the guest in that room will check out. So we can leave it like that, and then we choose the departure date, let's say 29th. Just okay, let's just say 30th. Okay, so we reserve this. Okay, now if we go down the calendar, you can see there's a reservation here from 28th to 29th. So there are other options. We can view weekly reservations, we can view daily reservations, we can view the agenda completely. You can see that from 28th to 29th has been reserved. Okay, so let's go back to months. Okay, so let me close this. Then these are reception reports, just the normal things like occupancy report. This tells us the people in-house, their discounts, their daily rates, arrival dates, departure date, and it's printable. Okay, then if there was a room change report, it shows there. If it's a daily check-in, those that checked in today, see only one person has checked in today, is there. And if there's a daily checkout, is there. Is the police report, is there. All right, and okay, this for functional accommodation, this for corporate organizations, those that have lodged from MTN, let's say for instance from so date to so date. You can find, you can see that these names lodged within this period of time. Okay, so in case you're printing a corporate bill, it's ready, and the total on accommodation is okay. All right, so now the main focus here is, like you said, that you want to be getting an update on stock movement. So besides all this, which we'll present at the hotel, we have billing. Okay, now like for instance, the guy that just checked in now, this 103, we need to bill him. So what do? Well, first of all, look at his bill before we go ahead to bill him. You can see one night 18,000, and then room service, no room service, any deposit, no deposit, and then you see the option here shows the guest needs to make a bill settlement. That means the guest needs to make a payment. Okay, so we just go to the billing and then post this bill. This is room deposit. We have initial deposit for room 103, Mr. Victor, and the payment method, let's say he's using POS, and then the amount, his room rate is 18,000, so let's say he's making an additional deposit of 25,000. So we post the deposit. Now we print the receipt for Mr. Victor, and there's the receipt, and then we close. Deposit posted to 103. Okay, so we've posted a deposit into 103. Let's view the 103 bill again. Now you can see that room rate 18,000. Here we have guest deposit 25,000. So now total deposit is 25,000. Accommodation is 18,000. No room service. Now the guest has an additional balance of 7,000, and you see the option there has changed. It means we can make a guest refund. But if the guest decides to leave this balance with us, it means we add it to City Ledger. Okay. Now, as when you want to make a guest refund, all we need to do is just click here. You see, the description is there, guest refund. The room is there, the payment method, the amount 7,000. So we choose a payment method. You choose a payment method and you post the deposit. So that's if we have to make a refund. Okay. But right now we're not making any refund. All right, so let me go to other parts of the app. There's the billing report. So you have daily sales report. Now daily sales report, you can choose a range. Let's say the daily sales for today, 26th to 26th. Now select shift. Let's say morning shift. Find. Okay, now it's too early for this because we've not made any retirement for today's sales. That's why. So before we make any retirement, let's look at some other parts. Let's go to the central store. Now this is the central store. Here we have issuing departments, those departments that we issue items to. I've already created a list, but you can always add more. Let's say we're making we'll be issuing stock to maybe sales department. So I'll just put, for example, sales department. And then we click add new. Sales added. Okay. So let me scroll down. You can see it here. Sales. It means that we can issue stock to a department called sales. Now these are the store types, where you have your perishable store, perishable food store, frozen food store, dry store, drink store, linen store. We have stationery store, maintenance store, audio video, and all the kinds of store available in your hotel. So alright, so in case you have another store, you can always create a store name there by typing in the store name. So let me close this, and then let's go to manage vendors. These are the suppliers. You can see we have 2 suppliers, so let's just go ahead and add one more supplier, declare. Glen Shops. No. Let's say the Glen Water. All right. Address is in Owerri. The phone number is like that. The email is like this at gmail.com. Okay, the description. Let's say supply of table water. Okay. Then the registration date. Let's say we register this guy today. Okay. All right. So we add new vendor added. Okay. So now you see we have a new supplier here. So I'll just go ahead and close. Okay. So now we have product units. Some products come in liters, some come in kgs, some come in cartons, some come in crates, some come in packets, some come in pieces. Okay, so you can always add a new unit of measurement there. So let's close this, and then we have register products. Okay, now before we start stocking these products, we need to register them. So we have okay, let's take an example. We're registering a product that is going to drink store, and the product name is the Glen Waters. Okay, let's say Glen Water. All right. Now, what's the unit of measurement? So the packet. All right. Now, what's the product type? It's table water. Okay. And then how many pieces are in a pack? Pieces per unit. So in a pack, let's say we have 12 bottles. Then what is the selling point? How much will it be sold for? Let's say 500 naira. Now what's the PIN card number? Let's say 34532. Now what's the reorder level? So when it remains 2, we should reorder. The registration date. We're registering this product today. So let's add new product. Glen Water added. Now, as soon as we register this product, automatically they have hit the sales point. So let's go ahead and check if they really went to the sales point. Let's look at the bar, for example. Now, to log into the bar, I need to use the bar people's password. So it means every user is restricted to his or her password. So now I'm in the bar and I want to serve table water. You can see the Glen is there. The Glen is there, but we cannot sell the Glen because it's finished. There is no product. You can see finished. The selling price 500. Quantity available 0. So we cannot sell it. No matter what you do here, you cannot sell it. So we need to go back to the store. We need to go back to the store, and then we log in from the store department, and then we issue this Glen Water from the store department. So we have registered the product. We're going to stock in the product. So now we're stocking in drink store, and the product is Glen Water, and the cost price is, let's say, 200 naira, and the quantity supplied, let's say they gave us 20 packets. Who is the vendor? Let's say the Glen Water. The invoice date is today, and the invoice number is blah blah blah, like that. What's the remark? Supplied. Okay, so now you can see that product unit is packet, pieces per unit is 12, The product value is 48,000. Vendor ID 40003. Total in, total out. Okay. Stock balance. So let's stock this in first. Clean water added. Fine. So close. Now we have clean water stocked in, and we can issue them out. So we're issuing out from the drink store, and the product is clean water. The last supply price is 200 naira. Product unit is packet. Product type is table water. ID selling price is 500. Packets pieces per packet is 12. Total in is 20. This is the store issue voucher number, which is auto generated. And then here we have the issue department. So we're issuing these products to the inner bar, and the quantity we're issuing is 8 packets. Now the product value is 19,200. So we issue it. 19,200 is 500 times 12 times 8. Okay. All right. So we okay this and then close. So now if we go back to the sales point, the bar, can see that we check now if we can sell the clean water. Yes, 500. Available stock is 96. That is 8 times 12, right? Okay, so we issue in packets. The bar gets it in pieces. So the quantity in the packet multiplied by the number per packet gives us this 96. So now I want to sell 2. So we add it. And you see it has been added, and we add to table. Okay. Now we may serve other products like beer. Let's see what we have in Gouda of 766 pieces. Let's say we take order for 3 pieces, 3 bottles, add, and then serve to another customer. Okay, so now we can check this out. We can print the docket. Print. Close. Now with the docket, you get the drink from the barman. That means the barman keeps the docket. Now when it's payment time, you call up the table. Are you posting it to room? We have rooms here. Are you collecting payments directly for it? There's payment options here. So now let's say we're collecting payment. The amount for this drink is 1,000 naira, and the payment method, let's say this person pays cash. So we post it. Post. All right, so as part of posting it, we have to print a receipt where necessary, and then we close the transaction. Sales posted. Okay, so we have another table here. So this one now, let's post it to a room. Let's say room 103. Room post. We print the docket so that the guest can sign on it, and then we close the transaction. Docket posted to room 103. Okay, so I'll just close and go back to the app menu. So now we have done some transactions. So we'll just quickly check at the store to see what happened. At the central store, we have stock movement. This is the part you were particular about, so that's why I'm doing this demo. Now, this is stock movement. Total opening stock. This is what we have. Total closing stock. This is what we have. Total cost of sales. Everything has gone to the sales point. This is what we have. Okay, so now let's search this store by store types. So now we select a store. We select drink store. And then we want to search within, let's say, yesterday and today. Search. Now from the drink store analysis, you can see drink store opening balance 48,000. Those are the items we stocked in from the Glen, right? Then here we have drink store closing store 28,800. Drink store cost of sales 19,200. So let's see this analysis. On this 26th of September, we received a product called Glen Water in packet. The quantity supplied was 20. The cost was 200 naira. The value is 48,000, and that's why we have 48,000 here. Now it shows us the total here as well. Now from the drink store, we issued this same product. We issued 8 packets at the cost price of 200 naira, giving us a value of 19,200, which is this at this inner bar. So now if you're looking for your product, at least you can see how they were stocked in and how they were stocked out. Alright, so let me expand the date for this search. Let's go back in time to July search. Now there are other products that we've been playing around with in this demo, and then you can see that drink store alone, these are all the products, these are all the quantity received, these are the cost price, these are the values, these are the suppliers, and it gave us a total of 1.3. Meanwhile, the issued products, the issued drinks seem like this, giving us a value of 624,000. So for this period, we have a closing stock of 748,200. Okay, so let's look at other departments apart from drink store. Let's look at perishable food store. If there's any transaction, there is 0 transaction. Now let's look at frozen store. Do we have anything there? Let's see. Search. No product. Alright, so like this, you can always check to know if how the items were stocked in and how they were issued out. Let me see per dry store if there's anything. Nothing. Alright, so now that was searching by stores. You can also search by product. Take for instance, you have a product like Glen Water. Now let us run Glen Water from 29th of August to 26th of September. Search. Now you can see that this product was only received and issued on the 26th with these 2 values. Now assuming we're to look at other products, let's say let's delete this and let's look at Buddha. And for this one, let's increase the search date, let's say from July to date search. Now you see that it has been stocked in twice on the 17th and 18th to the amount of 534, which is this, and it has been issued out on these 2 days, 17th and 18th, to the inner bar to the tune of 332. So with this, I believe it is easy for you to track your product. Then you can also search by department. Take for instance kitchen. Has kitchen gotten any supply from this date to this date? Let's say the stock movement in the kitchen, nothing. Okay, now let's check stock movement in the inner bar search. Now the inner bar has gotten all the stock ranging from 17th of September up to 26th of September, giving us this total. So this way you can search by departments to know how much of your stock has gone to these departments. Let me see if we have anything in the open bar. Nothing. Okay, so all the issuing departments are here, and I think we registered a new one called sales, and we did not issue any product to sales. All right, so I believe this can help you to monitor your stock. At every point in time, you can reset and you can reset. Clears all. All right. So go back to the app menu, and so for now I'll just stop here. You've seen a little of the store. I'll do more videos to show you the sales reports and how they are retired at the end of the day. But as the owner of the property, I think you want to know how the stock movement is going, how the cash movement is going. Okay, so this is one video. I'll do another video for you soon. Thank you very much, sir.